was in here the other day, I am certain that this Rickenbacker was not here. I did not see this. But I will go back and look at the film again and see. Anyway, this Rickenbacker is perfect. It is everything I want. It's with the case and everything. The only caveat is it's not really in the budget right now. It's going for $22.79. It's brand new with the case and everything. The action is perfect. It's easy to play. It's not perfectly in tune yet, but I'm in a hurry once again. I'm in the standard output. So I'm gonna play it in the standard and then I'm gonna switch to the RIC-O-SOUND. In the RIC-O-SOUND, which is the bottom input. Let's hear how it sounds. So when I go to this string, once again, this is something that bothers me about all Rickenbackers. They have this, it's real easy to make that happen. So when I'm doing like a, now of course I'm not gonna play like this, you know, you're not gonna play songs like that, so it's forgivable. This thing is perfect, honestly. This is the best Rickenbacker that I have ever played. It's the best looking. I am a huge fan of the Walnut Rickenbacker 4003. Man, with money to burn, I'm all over it. But I'm gonna have to go head to head. I'm playing through a Fender Rumble 25, by the way. But now I'm gonna have to go back to the Sandberg, because that's honestly why I came back here to play at Sandberg again, because I'm really thinking about buying it. So let's hear the Sandberg once again. So I've taken a quick detour here. I promised someone that I would show this bass, that I would come here and demo it. I just tuned it up, so I really honestly haven't been able to play it. On the Rickenbacker, by the way, just to go back to the Rickenbacker, I had everything turned up all the way, all the knobs turned up, and I had it in the middle, the toggle switch in the middle. On this one, I have the toggle switch turned up. These two knobs are turned up all the way, and I'm gonna go on and turn, this thing just kind of spins freely, this concentric knob, if I'm saying that correctly, but so let's just hear it. It's got a very warm tone to it. It plays like Jesus built it. It plays great. The volume on it's a little bit lower. If I throw the switch down, because I don't understand how the pickups work on here, but if I throw it in the down position, oh wow, it gets really loud. It's a little too loud, so I'm going to turn the toggle switch back in the up position. So let me give you some specs on it. Yeah. So it's the Explorer Bass 5. Comes with a gig bag, it's $575. It's a good deal if you're looking for an Explorer bass. I think that's a great deal. I like the lion on the back, or no, I'm sorry. Maybe some sort of panther. I don't know. Sorry. Not good with my jungle animals, but there it is. Yeah. Maybe a tiger's. I don't know. Sorry, people. At least I admit that I don't know, right? But yeah, it's got this gold hardware. Looks like someone drilled it right back here on the back of the neck for some reason. I don't know if maybe there was like a strap peg there, because now that strap peg is here. So if you strap this thing on, you would wear it. That's important to me too, by the way. You know, how this thing stays on you when you have it strapped. I meant to bring my own strap today so that I could test some of these instruments and see how they feel, because I'm really not a big fan of playing sitting down, but it is what it is. So it's got 2 octaves, but right here it's kind of... All right, Explorer bass. If this is your thing, you like this look, I don't think this is a bad bass. I think you could really work with it. It's got, trying to make sure I'm looking at that right. You tell me, those look like Jackson tuners. Show it to you. Looks like that says Jackson there. So Jackson tuners on it. All right, so let's get back to that Sandberg, and I got split. Back to the Sandberg. And hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right. This is the one bass to rule them all in here. I mean, I haven't played every one, but this one is nice. Also, I stand corrected on what I said in the last video when I had mentioned that the bass sounded really thin, but I also told you guys that the amp that I was using was that little, Tour Bus 15 amp, and I also played in that little Vox, which the tone did get better when I switched to the Vox. But right now I'm playing through the Rumble 25. I've had the settings the exact same for each bass I've played, and I'm telling you right now that this one is it's sounding much warmer and better in here. It's right on the money, and to me it's a direct competitor to the Rickenbacker. It has that growl to it, so it has this growl and it has this feel. I will admit that 4003 there plays a little bit easier than this because the neck is thinner, but this thing still, it plays amazing. If I had to choose between the two, I would go with the Sandberg. My only thing is I really wish this was a natural finish. I wish this wasn't stained black, but I can get over it. But I just don't like that contrast. Like if this had like an ebony fingerboard on it, I would be all about it. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not about the look of the instrument. It's about the way it sounds, the way it feels. And if you are looking for a Sandberg, this is the one. And it might be mine. So let's take it through. Oops, hang on. So yeah, it really gets bright when you slap it and you pop it. Ah, shoot. Doesn't matter, that's not what I do. Hey, how you doing? Oh, thanks. 2 of these albums that I'm holding in my hands turn 45 today. So the first one up, they both came out on the same day, Prince and Talking Heads. Of course, this is Dirty Mind, and this is Remain in Light. Both of these albums came out on October 8th, 1980. 2 very influential albums. I remember hearing these songs mainly on MTV or seeing the videos, like for Once in a Lifetime and stuff like that. Great album. And I remember my uncle, my dad's brother, being really he was really into Prince. And I had an aunt on my mom's side who was the same way. They both loved Prince and they loved this era of Prince and the albums that came before. They loved that self-titled Prince record, and they also liked For You. And I remember riding around in the country with my dad and uncle, and my uncle had this on 8-track and he was playing this album as we were driving around. So that was my introduction to Prince, at least Dirty Mind. So I was pretty excited when I added this to my collection because my first Prince tape, Purple Rain, of course, Purple Rain, and then I got Around the World in a Day. I started going in that direction, and then as I got a little bit older, I went backwards and got the rest of them. Of course, I got 1999 and all the other albums that came before that. So anyway, these 2 came out in this day, and then this one here, this one came out at this one was released right on time. This is Soundgarden's Badmotorfinger. This came out on October 8th, 1991. And if you guys haven't checked out my posts, I always write little blogs. Basically, I'll write a post and I'll post it here on YouTube. Sometimes I'll also do that on Instagram, but I'm just not as into Instagram as I am YouTube. It's just too much I don't have time to spread myself around on all the social media stuff. But from time to time, I will make those posts on Instagram because the thing I like about Instagram is I can put the music on there and I don't have any issues. So I can put I can pick one of my favorite tracks and I can put that on the post and write something for people to read. My best memory of this album, I was in Alabama visiting my friend Heather. She was going to school there at, I don't know, somewhere near the Ivory, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. She was going to school there, and me and a couple other friends, we all drove up there to visit her, or drove out there. I'm sorry. We drove out to Alabama to visit her, and we went to this huge party. And then after the party, we all came back to this house that she and a few of her schoolmates were renting. And it was this old house, and it had these really nice wooden floors in it, though. They'd been resurfaced or refinished or whatever. And there's another guy there who came back with us. There's a bunch of us there. And he and I started skateboarding around the house, and we were blasting this album on the stereo. And we were singing every single, I used to know every bit of these lyrics, and we were just singing everything to each other and just skateboarding around doing tricks all in the house. So I have a lot of great memories with this. This was really, I was there. I was able to see them when they were touring in between this record and Super Unknown. So I was actually able to see them on this tour, and it was great. I definitely remember seeing them at Lollapalooza And that Lollapalooza was crazy because there were people setting bonfires during ministry, and Chris Cornell or Soundgarden came out and they played. I'm going to edit out what I just said, but they played that song that Ice-T was getting in all that trouble for. They did it as like a sign of protest against the record labels and, you know, everything else. But yeah, it was a good time. Anyway, look, let me get into this because right now I'm taking up a lot of time just talking about these albums. But yes, once again, these 3 albums came out on October 8th. These 2 came out on October 8th, 1980. This one here is 1991. I highly recommend that you check these out if you haven't. I have a feeling that most of the people who watch the videos on this channel or and the members of this community, they are very familiar with these guys. And yeah, we're all in good company here. But if you haven't, check them out. They're great. These are all great albums. I got to work on my manners. Once again, I need to ask all of you, which bass do you like the best? And also, which one of these albums do you like out of the 3? Do you like all 3 of these albums? Are you a Soundgarden fan? Are you a Talking Heads fan? Are you a Prince fan? I would love to know. Please let everyone know here in the comments. I love discussing bands, even as I probably love discussing bands more than gear. But anyway, just wanted to ask you those questions and make sure that I keep my manners in check. And thank all of you again for watching this video.